or whether you say that there's a provision, and I accept it, that we can say, we know you said we can only go 4.7, but it also says maybe we'll let you have more if we ask and if they approve. But is it your understanding that anything above that 4.7% per year cost increase is going to be borne by the taxpayers of Arkansas?
Not immediately, no. We would have a chance to address change. For example, if we saw premiums this fall, they'll be published sometime in the neighborhood of September, October, whenever the feds get around to it. If we saw premiums this fall, which raised concerns for us in terms of the per capita costs of the private option, we would still have 1 year remaining on the private option.
To do what?
Actually, that would be your choice. So, for example, you could decide as a legislature next year, you know what, we've now seen that it doesn't work. And then we come back to this question of do we want to defund it. So you will know, you'll have a pretty good idea before this would actually be enforced and money returned, that something should change, and you would have that opportunity, again, long before CMS would.
And I guess the reason this causes me, and I think some others, concern is I own a small business. I just got my insurance renewals, and they were a whole lot more than 4.7%. And I think everybody's aware of what's going on nationally, but there's not a lot of optimism that insurance rates are going to stay flat or decrease because of the population that is enrolling. So I guess what I'm asking you is, what are you going to do if the same thing happens to the state that is happening to a lot of small businesses, that the insurance companies come back and say, we're going to need a 75% increase next year for our premiums?
After I stop laughing, I would come back.
Well, that's what, I guess you say that in jest.
I'm very confident. No, I don't say that in jest. 75% is literally unimaginable given the nature of the participation in the marketplace to date and the actuarial judgment science behind it. However, what if it were 5? What if it were 6? What if it were above that 4.7? That's the question. It would be incumbent on me to come back to this body and to those I report to with a suggested fix, with some sort of policy change.
But absent that fix,
revocation.
but this is the point I'm trying to get to, and I'll stop. But absent that fix, according to the terms of the agreement that we have signed, the taxpayers of Arkansas are on the hook for that.
The taxpayers of Arkansas are only potentially on the hook, conditional on taking no action. So what I'm saying is I would certainly bring action. It'd be your choice whether to take that up or not. But there isn't an irreversible debt that cannot be addressed through management. And I'm sure I could not come up with any scheme or any business model which suggested that we could turn away, let the model work for 3 years, come back and see if it happened. That's not my understanding of good management and good use of resources.
All right, thank you. Next.